Oh, hello there, my dears. It's your Grandma Rose here, sipping on my chamomile tea and ready to spin you a yarn that will tug at your heartstrings and make you cheer for justice. Gather around the screen because this one's a doozy. Let me tell you about Emily Thompson, a gal as sweet as apple pie, but with a secret bigger than Texas. Emily grew up in a modest little house in suburban Chicago, or so folks thought. Truth is, she was the heiress to Thompson Industries, a powerhouse conglomerate worth billions. But Emily, she wanted a normal life, away from the glitz. She worked as a simple marketing consultant, driving a beat-up Honda and shopping at thrift stores. No one knew her. Daddy had passed on a fortune, and she kept it that way to find real love. One crisp autumn day at a charity bake sale in the Windy City, Emily bumped into Jack Harrison. Literally. He was tall, with that boyish grin and eyes like melted chocolate. Jack ran a mid-sized tech firm, Harrison Tech, started by his folks. They hit it off over burnt cookies and shared laughs. Dates turned into whirlwind romance, picnics in Millennium Park, cozy movie nights with popcorn fights. Jack proposed under the stars at Navy Pier, slipping a modest diamond on her finger. "You're my everything, Em," he whispered. But oh honey, the storm was brewing. Jack's family, the Harrisons from upscale Lake Forest, were old money snobs. His mama, Victoria, a socialite with pearls tighter than her smiles, and Daddy Robert, a stern businessman. Sister Amanda, a influencer type, always posting her designer hauls. They welcomed Emily at first, but whispers started. "She's so ordinary," Victoria sniffed at a family dinner. "Where'd you find her, Jack? A garage sale?" Emily bit her tongue, focusing on the love. Little did they know, Thompson Industries was in talks for a $950 million merger with Harrison Tech. Emily's team handled it anonymously. She hadn't connected the dots yet. As wedding plans ramped up, venue in the Hamptons, guest list of 300, the mocking simmered. At a bridal shower, Amanda giggled, "Emily, darling, you sure you can afford that dress? We can chip in, if it's too much for your budget." Emily's cheeks burned, but she smiled through. She loved Jack, thought family would warm up, but deep down hurt, festered like a splinter. "Stay tuned, sweeties, 'cause this pot's about to boil over. What's coming next? Grab your snacks, we're just getting started." Well, bless your hearts for sticking around. Grandma Rose here again, adjusting my spectacles to dive deeper into Emily's tale. Last time, we left off with wedding bells ringing and shadows creeping. Now let's talk about how those subtle jabs turned into full-on barbs that cut to the bone. As the big day neared, set for a lavish spring affair in May, Emily threw herself into planning. She wanted simple elegance, wildflowers, a string quartet, homemade favors. But the Harrisons, they steamrolled her. "Oh, Emily, sweetie," Victoria cooed at a fitting. "We can't have dollar store decor. Let's upgrade to something classier." Robert nodded, puffing his cigar. "Harrison, weddings are events, not picnics." Jack defended her mildly, but he was busy sealing that big deal. Unbeknownst to him, Emily's company was the buyer. She'd overheard Robert boasting about it at a barbecue. "This merges our golden ticket, $950 million to expand Harrison Tech globally." Emily realized then her family's firm was rescuing theirs from debt. She kept quiet, hoping to surprise Jack positively later. But the mocking escalated. At a rehearsal dinner tasting, Amanda scrolled her phone. "Emily, your Instagram's so quaint. No yacht pics? Must be nice living simple." Victoria chimed in. "Yes, dear, we're glad Jack's elevating you. From rags to, well, our riches?" They laughed, clinking champagne. Emily excused herself to the bathroom, tears stinging. She called her best friend Sarah. "They think I'm trash, but I could buy their whole world." Emotional walls cracked. Emily remembered her late daddy's words, "Money don't define you, but don't let folks walk on your dignity." She started doubting. Did Jack see her? Or just a pretty accessory? At a family game night, Robert joked, "Emily, if the merger falls through, you can always waitress." "You've got that down-to-earth vibe." The room erupted. Jack chuckled awkwardly. Hurt turned to quiet rage. Emily confided in her mama over late-night cocoa. "I love him, but his family's poisoning it." Her mama hugged her. "Baby girl, you're a Thompson. Show him when it's time." As invites went out, Emily pasted on smiles, but inside a plan brewed. The wedding loomed like a thundercloud. Oh my dears, the emotional storm's brewing fierce now. What happens when the veil lifts? Keep watching. Part 3 is gonna twist your guts. Howdy again, lovelies. Grandma Rose coming at you with more of this heart-wrenching saga. Sipping my tea, I can feel the tension building like a pressure cooker. We left Emily simmering with hurt. Now watch as it all bubbles to a boil. The week before the wedding, tensions hit fever pitch. Emily flew to New York for final dress alterations, but Victoria insisted on tagging along. In the boutique, surrounded by lace and mirrors, Victoria sighed dramatically. Emily, this gown's lovely, but it screams budget bride. We Harrisons prefer couture. Amanda snapped selfies, muttering, #charity case. Emily's hands trembled on the fabric. She bit back tears, thinking of her daddy's empire that could buy this shop 10 times over. Back home, at a pre-wedding brunch, the family gathered. Robert raised a toast. To Jack and Emily, may she learn our ways. Laughter echoed. Jack squeezed her hand, but it felt hollow. That night, alone in their apartment, Emily confronted him. Your family treats me like dirt, Jack. It hurts. He sighed. They're just teasing, babe. Give 'em time. But time was up. The emotional toll weighed heavy. Sleepless nights followed, memories of her humble facade clashing with their snobbery. Then came the rehearsal dinner, a fancy affair at a country club. Victoria cornered Emily by the dessert table. Darlin', we're thrilled Jack's settling down, but honestly, we worried he'd pick someone beneath him. No offense. Amanda overheard, adding, yeah, like your job? Marketing? Cute, but we expected a power player. Guests chuckled. Emily's face flushed crimson. She excused herself, heart pounding, and stepped outside. Under the stars, she called her company's lawyer. Prep the merger docs. I need options. The next day, fit in the veil, Victoria quipped, hope you don't trip down the aisle, wouldn't want to embarrass us. That was the snap. Emily's eyes welled. Years of hiding her wealth to find genuine love felt wasted. She loved Jack, but his silence enabled the cruelty. Emotional scars deepened. Doubt, betrayal, loneliness. Yet a fire ignited, revenge, not petty, but just. As vows loomed, she whispered to herself, they'll learn who I really am. Oh, sweet peas, the climax is near. The wedding day's gonna explode like fireworks. Don't go anywhere. Part 4's where the masks come off. Tell me in the comments, would you walk away? Hit like if you're rooting for Emily. Greetings, my precious viewers. Grandma Rose back with my Afghan wrapped tight, cause this part's chillin' to the bone. We're at the wedding eve, emotions raw as fresh dough. Hold on tight, things are about to flip like a pancake on a hot griddle. The big day dawned sunny in the Hamptons, tents fluttering like butterflies. Emily, in her gown, looked radiant, but stormy inside. Guests milled, Harrisons preening like peacocks. As she walked the aisle in rehearsal, Victoria whispered loud enough for all. Smile bigger, dear. Act like you belong. Amanda snickered, posting to her stories. Budget bride alert, #Harrison wedding. Robert patted Jack's back. Son, you're saving her from mediocrity. Emily's breaking point hit mid-vows practice. The officiant asked if anyone objected. Silence fell, but inside Emily, a volcano erupted. She halted, voice steady. I do. I object to this farce. Gasps echoed. Jack paled. Em? What's wrong? Tears streaming, she faced the family. You've mocked me since day one. My clothes, my job, my simple life. You think I'm nothing, but you're wrong. Victoria scoffed. Oh, honey, it's just ribbon? Lighten up. That fueled the fire. Emily pulled her phone, dialing her CEO alias. Cancel the merger. Effective immediately. Confusion rippled. Robert blustered. What merger? Who are you? Emily straightened, voice thunderous. I'm Emily Thompson, CEO of Thompson Industries. That $950 million deal saving your sinking ship? It's mine, and it's off. Jaws dropped. Jack stammered. Your preens. What? She nodded, hurt flashing. I hid it for real love, but your family poisoned it. You let them. Victoria turned ashen. Harrison Tech would crumble without the funds. Debts, layoffs looming. Amanda's phone slipped from her hand. Robert begged, please, reconsider. We're family. Emily shook her head. Family doesn't humiliate. You assumed I was weak because I chose humble. Now feel the sting. Jack reached for her, eyes pleading. I love you, not the money. But Emily stepped back. Love means standing up. You didn't? She walked out, gown trailing, heart shattering but head high. Guests buzzed. The wedding collapsed in chaos. Emotional whirlwind, betrayal, empowerment, sorrow, revenge served cold, yet just. Who dares? The fallout's next. What a twist, huh? Subscribe for the finale. Part 5 wraps it with a bow. Comments: Team Emily or forgive him? Well, butter my biscuits. We're at the end. Grandma Rose here, wiping a tear as I wrap this emotional epic. Last time, Emily dropped the bomb. Now let's see the aftermath and that sweet, sweet resolution. The Hamptons buzzed with scandal. Headlines screamed, "Billionaire bride axes wedding and deal." Emily fled to her Chicago penthouse, her real home, hidden all along. Paparazzi swarmed, but she hunkered down with hot cocoa and old photos. Heartbroken, she mourned the love lost. "Daddy, did I do right?" she whispered to his portrait. Jack called nonstop, begging forgiveness. "I was blind, Em. I love you for you." But trust shattered like glass. The Harrisons, panic mode. Robert's empire teetered. Stocks plummeted 40%. Victoria hosted emergency luncheons, spinning tales of misunderstanding. Amanda's followers dropped. Her elite image tarnished. They lawyered up, but Emily's team was ironclad. No deal, no mercy. Weeks later, at a coffee shop, Jack cornered her, tears in his eyes. "My family's wrong. I should have fought harder." Emily softened. Emotions surged. Love lingered. "It's too late, Jack." They broke us. He nodded, defeated, and walked away. But seeds of change planted. Emily channeled pain into power. Thompson Industries thrived, acquiring Harrison Tech's assets in a fire sale, minus the family control. She donated chunks to charities, honoring her roots. Victoria, humbled, sent a letter. "We were fools. Forgive us?" Emily replied kindly but firmly. "Learn humility." Then maybe. Months passed. Emily dated sparingly, focusing on self. At a gala, she met Ryan, a kind architect, no family drama. Sparks flew naturally. Jack? He cut ties with his folks temporarily, rebuilding his life modestly. The Harrisons downsized, learning hard lessons. Amanda volunteered at shelters. Victoria joined book clubs with regular folks. Robert retired, reflecting. Emily's revenge wasn't destruction, it was a wake-up. She emerged stronger, emotional scars healing into wisdom. "True worth ain't in wallets," she'd say. And oh my dears, that's the tale's end. Justice with a side of grace. Thanks for listening to Grandma Rose. If this touched ya, like, share, and subscribe. For more stories, what's your takeaway? Comments below. Love y'all. Till next time, keep your hearts open and your spines straight.